What up? Oh. Wow. My cat's being naughty. Look at the size of my eyeballs in these glasses.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh no.
Jessica. 17 seconds and nobody's on. What the heck? We should have 10,000 people on in the first 17 seconds.
10,000.
10,000. Yo, JP42283. What's up, JRW? What's up, Seth? Oh, I can't see nothing. Gotta have my glasses on. They give me psycho eye though. Ooh.
I can put it on this on the wall.
What's up, Dan?
No worm.
What's up, the other Dan? What's up, Big Paul RC? There's Jessica over there. See her little head. What's up, Justin? What's up, William? Edward? Randy? Edna? Adana, sorry. Paul? Craig?
Everybody all at once.
26 people on. 1 minute, 36 seconds. Not bad. Be cool if we could maintain that ratio for the next hour. Thanks, Paul. I agree. I'm not sure what we're going to end up doing with it, but I think we're going to try and get it to the ranch next week so we can do some work. A lot of stuff needs lifted up and carried. Plus, I want to tear those semi-trailers off the sides of the building. And that'd be a pretty good video. We'll have to see what I can do as far as getting some steel around.
There he is. Come here. Come here.
Mama, would you get me a bottle of water? Semi-trailers, I think it's going to take, I'd like to have 3 to do the stuff from the shop and use for storage. And then I'd like to have 1 pup trailer with the lift gate for doing the house. That'd be pretty cool. What's up, James? 86 Mac, huh? Nice. Well, Big Paul, the painting's done as far as it goes. I think anything else that gets put on will be painted black to match the intake manifold and thermostat housing. What's up, Billy? Good to see you, brother. Sorry, I'm looking all scruffy today. When we came out to the ranch, I didn't bring my razor, so I didn't get a chance to touch up the old beard. Plus, I'm furry on the sides too. I need to get a haircut. So I'm a little stuffed up today. It was super cold out in the shop, and the dirt that's in that shop here is like, it's pretty, I don't know how to say it. It's pretty gross. It's been wet and gooey in there for years, and so it's got me a little stuffy. So if I'm a little sniffly, I apologize. Yep, Dan, we did get the center exit manifold, and it was in really surprisingly good shape. Needed just a little touch up paint, so we just touched up the very front of it, and then we, of course, where the V band was, it was pretty heavily corroded, so we wire wheeled all that off real good, and then painted that V band area. No, the shop here is little. It's 24 by 40, 24 by 48. 24 by 48, and my shop at the house is 40 by 60. Well, Paul, I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess when you think about it, modern trucks are more problematic because everything has sensors and an ECM, but they are more efficient, and I'd like to say they last longer, but I don't think that's a thing. So I'm not really sure. I don't know which way I'd go. It's hard to beat the power and the efficiency of a modern engine, but I don't think the durability is there. What's up, Kevin? How's it going? What's up, Chad? Both Chads, Chad Keegan in the house. What's up, my brother? Everybody say hi to Chad Keegan. What was that?
Oh boy.
Oh. What's up, Kyle?
Worm.
Well, I don't really have anything
Over there.
good on the agenda as far as discussion tonight.
Just hanging out.
We're just going to wing it. Let's see. I think that's going the wrong way. Nope, it's going the right way. I'm trying to be able to see. I've made the screen as big as I can, and I still can't read, so I'm going to have to put the old spectacles on. Yeah, Billy, I agree. I will make the shop into something that I can work with. We're trying to get it cleaned out right now. We spent about, I don't know, 4 hours, pretty consistent 4 hours in there today. Me and Jake, my hired hand, and we're going to spend another 4 hours in there tomorrow. We'll hope to have most of the stuff sorted out into piles outside and get that floor scrubbed up. The roof leaks in a few spots. So we've got to get a look at that. And then we got to bring Trisha over. I'm on the fence now. Trisha and Crystal are both coming here. I don't know which one is going in the shop first. I was going to put Trisha in the shop here and start stripping it, but I think I need to get Crystal in the shop first and get the glass out and fix the windshield frame. And then I'll sand and prime and paint the windshield area and put the glass back in. That way, if I don't do any of the body work on the truck and paint it, it'll still look nice. And if I do end up doing the body work and paint that truck, the windshield frame will already be done. So it'll either be Trisha or Crystal that goes in the shop here. And then when we're here, I'll spend some time working on whatever truck that is. Yeah, Dan, I've asked, I mean, I watched Chad's video, both videos on changing the cooling pack, and Chad's the man as far as that goes. I don't know how the hell he did it. I watched him do it, and I still have no idea how. I don't think I could do it. Not without throwing stuff and breaking stuff and getting mad. Losing my cool.
Which rarely happens.
Yeah, I never lose my cool. That's a lie. What's this number one right here, lady? Engage with your audience. Yeah, I don't understand what that means. So what else? You guys got any questions? It's only been 10 minutes and I already run out of stuff to talk about. Oh, let me see. There's only 35 people in here. I'm going to play an audio clip. And I don't want you guys to say anything. I just want you to listen and then just pretend that it didn't happen. Let me see. Where is it? Dang. Where the heck is it? Stand by. Stand by while I find it.
Don't even think about it.
Do, 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 do. Okay, you guys ready? Are you listening? Yep. Shh. I'm going to play something that you need to hear it. Shh. Okay, you ready? Somebody say ready. Do you hear it? I wonder what that is. So did you guys hear that? It's a little sneak listen. Jessica's about to attack the cat via water bottle. Blast him, blast him, blast him. All right, that was funny. Was the audio good? Could you guys hear it real well? Anyways, we won't discuss what that was, but you guys all know. What's up, Rick? Oh, I got to put my teeth in. Stand by. All right, much better. So yeah, it's been a stressful week. I'm editing a video right now. Let's see, this video is going to be published next Saturday. I finished editing one this morning for Wednesday. Oh, maybe that one's already Saturday. I don't remember. But the video I'm editing right now, it's one of those right in the middle of everything, stop and change the plan videos. And so it sucked and it was a lot of work, but it made me happy in the end. It was a lot of work that I didn't want to do, but something was bothering me about something I did on the truck, and I was just going to try and live with it, but then I decided I was going to fix it. And so I did. And even though it's a lot of work, in the end, I thought, much better. And I feel better about the truck. So that video should be out, I think, next Saturday. And then I'm going to edit. I've got I think 2 more videos, and then you'll see the video that goes along with that audio. And so, yeah. And then after that, what do I have? I have the wiring on this truck. So I'm probably going to have a whole video on just bull crap wiring.
I'm gonna go play with the number.
And then what? Oh, so this week, I think, yeah, the clutch is in. And I don't know if you guys have bought a 3,000 foot-pound clutch before, but them things don't grow on trees. Um, it took over 2 weeks to even get it. I don't know what's so special about it, but they're expensive, and it took a while to get. So the clutch is here. I don't have it in my possession, but it's here in town. And what else? There's something else. Oh, I need a baro sensor, a coolant level sensor. I need to make all the cooling hoses and tubes. I got to make all that, and then I have to do the boost side as well. So I got to make all that stuff. So there'll be quite a few videos with that. Let me think what else. Putting the transmission in because the clutch is here. Measuring. Oh, I don't have an output shaft or an output yoke. Ooh, it was tough to think of. I need to find a yoke. I think those things are like $600. So I got to find one of those and then get a drive shaft made. And got to get the shifter working. There's just so much, and the truck wiring is just garbage. So there. Oh, and all of the airlines. I'm actually glad that I started taking this truck apart because all of the airlines that go into the truck are all like pure trash, and so I've got to get those. I've got to do some wiring. This is a big job actually. Even bigger than I had planned. What'd you say, Big Daddy Trucking? I missed it. I'm not really sure when we're going to haul some logs, but I would like to. I'd like to get a load of logs behind it and break the engine in with them. Tim Gentry is supposed to come down next week, but looks like he's tied up on a couple of big heavy haul jobs, so we probably won't see him. What's up, Larry? Thanks, Drew.
When's Chad Keegan coming to see the ranch?
I don't know. It's getting cold out, so I expect that Chad Keegan's going to be venturing south soon, which means we'll get some Chad Keegan time. I haven't seen my boy in a while, so it'd be nice to have him come down. Hopefully that happens sooner than later. I'm home for, oh man, time is flying already. I'm only home for 9 more days. So, yeah, it'll be tough. Big Daddy, we'll see what it makes. We're going to put that unit on the dyno. We'll see what it's making. I think 25 to 27 probably. Thanks, Larry. So I was wandering around today. There is so much crap on the ranch. Like just to get the stuff out of the shop is a 2-man deal, and probably I think JP and his hired hand have spent a couple of days out there, and now me and my hired hand are going to spend a couple of days out there, and hopefully we'll have it empty tomorrow. And when I say empty, I mean there'll be that big lathe and a couple of toolboxes and maybe a workbench or two in there, but all of the parts and dirt and crap will be out of there. And then we've got to run some electrical. We rigged up the power that was in there and got, I think, 4 8-foot fluorescents working, but it really is just so dreary dark in there. So I'm going to try and get some, I got a bunch of that armored 12-2 at the house. I'm going to bring that up here and run some new power. And then we're going to put some of those LED high bay lights in. So hopefully we'll be able to get that thing super shiny in there. Larry, that's not an answerable question. But I think if you listen very closely, if you listen real close, turn your volume up. Just turn up your volume. Just turn up your volume. Listen close. So I can't answer the question that you asked. Yeah, Rick, I still have the Nova. And yep, Drew 18 speed. RTLO 22918. Oh man, that looks good. Burger, fries, boba. What's up, Stefan? Hey, Liz Pretty in the house. What's up? My oldest daughter just dropped in. Everybody say hi to Liz Pretty. Marla has what housings are in that thing? I should be able to just spit it out there, but I can't remember. It has 411s, but I don't remember what housings they are. Nope, I haven't asked. I will ask him right now. Oh, that truck is definitely a 100-mile-an-hour truck, Big Daddy. With that old whooped ass, low RPM 8V92, it was a 90-mile-an-hour truck downhill. Let me see. Who was I going to call? I wasn't going to call. I was going to text. Let's see. Let me see. All right, I sent the question. We'll see what's up. And I don't remember what we're going to spin the RPMs on this 14 liter, maybe 3,000. So, and the transmission that's in it, that's going in it has a 0.73 top gear ratio. And I think that 15 speed has a just 1-to-1. It might be I don't know if I could look it up. Crystal will go 100. Crystal will go 100 right now. That has an RTLO 18913. And that's a B. That's a B, right? I think that's a B, and it has a 0.73 top gear as well. Tim would have been fine with that 14 liter, but they build it with DDEC 4 pistons and a DDEC 5, and the spray pattern on the injector is different, and I think that's why it was melting pistons. And that's not my opinion. That's somebody else's opinion. But the Tim's block, it's so weird. Tim's block and my block are exactly the same block. So Tim's motor is a first year EGR motor, just like mine, but his has a DDEC 5 head. And that's why when whoever rebuilt the motor, they probably bought the kit for the serial number of the block, but with the DDEC 5 head, it has then 3 injectors. And so that's a big difference in the spray pattern. And I can't remember the exact details, but I think the N2 injectors, like I have in my engine, are have a 6 nozzle injector, and the N3 is a 9, and it makes a difference on how the fuel sprays onto the piston. And if you look at the top of a diesel piston, the crown is shaped that way for the flame. I think they call it a flame front. I am no rocket scientist, but I think so that the flame comes down onto the piston and then it comes up into the dish. Like it's hard to explain, but the way the power goes, it focuses the power on the center of the piston. And I think if you have the wrong profile on the crown, you can make super hot spots. But anyways, I'm no rocket scientist. Now, there has been some confusion on 14 liters. The 14 liter that's in Marla was not Tim's. The 14 liter that's in Marla is a DDEC 4 N2 injector 14 liter that I bought in May, and Tim gave me the problem child motor. He didn't sell it to me; he gave it to me, and that was in like September, I think. So I do have a kit. I got a kit from finditparts.com, and I did buy a high performance PAI DDEC 5 kit, and I am going to rebuild Tim's engine. I think we're going to end up one or two ways. I'm not happy with the engine that's in Betty. And I want to clarify that if I can. I'm not happy with that engine. It makes plenty of power. It's not that it's underpowered. It's just that engine doesn't make me smile. And I spent a lot of money on that motor, and it runs all right, but it doesn't make me smile. And so I'm going to have the DDEC 5 14 liter, which is going to be built kind of exactly like the DDEC 4 that's in Marla. And so I was going to keep that as a spare. But I also have been considering putting that 14 liter in Betty. Now, you guys know that I just got that MXS, and the MXS is my favorite CAT engine for multiple reasons. I have a Virgin MXS that has 700,000 miles on it. And I think as soon as I'm done building Tim's 14 liter, that MXS is going to get rebuilt as well. And I think I'm going to do, naughty stuff to that. And so I may do a hot swap one day. I might just roll Betty into the shop and pull the engine and trans out and slap an engine and trans in. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah. What do you mean, Kevin? Is grinding gears working for Tim, driving for Tim? I guess I must have missed that somewhere. Welcome, France. Drew, look, I don't have the money. I don't have it in me to do another truck, bro. So if let's just say if I were to do Franny would definitely get one of the two engines. I just don't think I have it in me. I'm spent out. I have no money left. I have to wait multiple paychecks before I have money to buy parts. So like I'm spent out. I can't do another truck. Maybe if I could get somebody to buy Crystal for like 35 and Trisha for like 25, and I would probably do Franny, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. I really need to sell Trisha and Crystal and put that money back in savings. Yeah, it's not good. I don't like not having a lot of money in my savings account. And Franny needs it all. Like if I thought I could get away with doing Franny cheap, like sandblast, prime the frame and paint the frame, and put a radiator, put a cooling pack in from Icebox, and put a modern engine in it with a 13 speed. I think that truck with 13 speed would be badass. Not that I don't, I actually enjoy the Super 10 that's in there, but I think it's just too weak to put real power to. I don't know. As soon as Marla rolls out of the shop, I have to get back on Seth's truck so we can get that thing delivered. Trucks are very expensive, for sure. I really do want to be done after Marla. And Marla needs so much. Marla needs the full meal deal, full paint job and interior. That's another 35,000, and I'm going to be over 100 in the truck already, hard money. So it's just, I don't know. There just comes a time where you got to stop. What's that truck worth after I die? Maybe 80, 90,000. Maybe if the market is good, 60, 50. If the market's not good, I mean, Jessica's got to be able to recoup some of the money after I kick off. You know what I mean? She can get, if we do the paint and interior on her truck, which is another 35,000, right? We could get 75 grand out of her truck, but it's going to have to be in a good market. Drew, I can't remember. I want to say 250, 240, 247. I can, or 237, maybe 237 inches. I can stick a tape measure on it next time I walk past it if I remember. It's pretty long. Because it's got a 60-inch bunk on it, right? So I mean, it still looks like it has a good wheelbase with that big bunk. But I don't remember. 235, 260. It's not 260. Yeah, Big Paul, I want to in 26, I want to do some shows. I want to take Marla to some shows. Jessica's going to want to take Betty to some shows. We got to figure out what we're going to do with paint. I'm Betty, we made a commitment to do it. So we need to get that truck painted. So I would say Betty probably goes down for paint and body in May. In before that, we're going to paint Trisha as kind of like a practice deal. So we're going to restrip Trisha completely, and we're even going to strip the fiberglass. And then we're going to we might have a team of people where there's, I don't know how we're going to even do that, but anyways, we're going to do that truck first, and then we're going to we're going to completely bare metal Betty and fix every dent, and then paint that truck. And we're going to have a pro do the hood. I was going to do the hood because I'm a semi pro. Get it? Semi. But I think I want to have a pro do the hood. So I might actually take the hood or send the hood up to my boy Ray, Team Steam, if you will, uh, and have him fix the hood. I just don't know how. I don't know how to do that. But all right, let me put some glasses on so I can read. It is pretty long. Well, you got it, Chad. You got to drive Marla, or I mean, you got to drive Betty. That thing's long, dude. What's up, Mike? Mike Martin, how's it going? Yeah, Betty's cool. It needs paint, and I think we're gonna do. I think we're doing a black with root beer metal, and I think that's gonna be delicious. And that's actually kind of the factory color. Um, but man, Rhonda is pretty cool. I think Rhonda. I like I said, I think we're gonna bring Rhonda to the to the ranch next week. I worry about driving that truck because it don't stop good. Um, so we might slip out at dark and bring that truck up here in the dark and just take our time. But I really need it out here at the ranch. There's some stuff we got to do with it. What's up, Nelson? How's it going, brother? Oh, man, I'm hurting today. Yeah, we'll do the windows for sure. I'm kind of reclining here, so I look a little fat. Sorry for being fat. So the next few videos, I've left some swear words in, so hopefully you guys are prepared for that. I mean, it's not raw, but there's some cursing. It's hard to cut out all of my cursing in the latest videos because I'm doing it a lot. Um, I'm under a lot of pressure with this Marla build, and so there's a little bit more cursing. Hopefully, you guys can deal with it. What was I just thinking about today? There's a will it start? I just saw it today, and I was like, man, we're gonna see if that thing will start. I can't remember what it is now. Silverado, how's it going? That's right. It's not Chad Keegan raw. It does have some curse words, but it's not Chad Keegan raw. Yeah, I know, Billy, but I try and keep it clean for the kids. You know, some people's kids watch my channel. Nice, bro. What do you think it is? What do you think it is that's causing the problem? $62 people on. I'm just going to keep doing this little thing right here where I pull up this little thing and then I press this button. That's so cool. You know what's really weird? No, I can't tell you that story. Let me think of something else. What did I see today? Dang it, I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, I hate flying, dude. William just asked me if I like flying or working on trucks. I don't even like. I am not enjoying anything lately. I don't enjoy my job, and I don't enjoy working on trucks. Uh, I don't. I think the reason why I don't like working on trucks right now is because I don't have the money to just throw everything at it that I want, and it makes it not enjoyable. I don't like it to have to wait. Um, so I don't know. It's one of those rut things. I'm happy that I'm doing the job on Marla, but when I think about what I'm doing with Marla, I wish I would have scrapped uh, 13 and used 13's engine. Uh, that truck had plenty of power. It was about 600 horsepower, and it was plenty. And that was a brand new engine, and it would have been a simple. Um, it wouldn't have been any more simple, I guess, because it still would have had to do a cooling pack and the wiring harness and all the expensive stuff. But then I wouldn't have had to build the engine, right? I already owned the truck. Um, I did, just so you know, um, I did use the money that I got for 13. Um, I put that money right in an envelope and in the safe, and I used that money to pay for the engine build and the machine shop. So 13 did get scrapped for the Marla project, but it got sent down south, and it's you know it's hauling freight every day, and it's living its life, and which is my goal anyways. And the money that I got from it, I used to help build the engine. So 13 did go to Marla. So yep, and 13 was um, condo, the condo FLD. Oh, right on, Silverado. Yeah, I forgot that you were having that mass airflow issue. Yeah, Drew. I mean, those trucks, both of them, 12 and 13, are both out working, and I think 11 is. I was just thinking about that guy today. I hadn't heard anything about that truck, but I would imagine if it wasn't out working, he would have said something because it was the goal. Uh, so hopefully that truck's out working. And let's see if that's what else have I sold. Candy is a toy hauler, a single axle toy hauler. Guy works on that truck constantly. He's constantly out with it. So that truck's on the road. 13's on the road. 12's on the road. 11 should be on the road. Um, so very successful as far as my truck's getting out of the woods and going back to work. So that's cool. Oh, right on. I forgot that was even you. Nice. Yep. 11 was a Ford. It's hard for me to keep up with who's who based on their YouTube name. Uh, no, the Ford's not single axle. Candy is a single axle. Uh, Candy, the Freightliner, the orange Freightliner cab over, that is a single axle. Dude, send me a picture of 11 and tell me so I can see what it looks like with round tanks on it. What's up, Demon? You know, Betty doesn't start good in the cold. I went out to start that truck today. I bet I cranked on that thing for 2 solid minutes. Uh, the other day I had to move Seth's truck X. It didn't turn 4 turns and it was running. And I think it was 30 out. Today it was 40. I think today it was 40 when I tried to start that truck, and it cranked and cranked and cranked and cranked and cranked. And then, that truck black smokes crazy. I drove to the gas station because it only had about 15 gallons in it. Um, and I like to have at least half a tank. And so I drove to the station on the corner. It took about 20 minutes to fill it up. I let it idle the whole time. And then when I drove it back to the house, it didn't smoke at all, not even on a free rev from idle. So I don't know what that pump's doing in that truck, but it's irritating me. Yes, he did cut the frame. So first he took the front axle out and moved the back axle forward, and then he cut the frame off because he made it a fifth wheel gooseneck. I can't remember, but yeah, he squared off the frame and made her short. She's a little shorty. No good, Demon. No good. No sense in living in Michigan. That weather sucks. Candy should have been out hauling logs. Actually, Garrett should have bought that truck. He was on the fence. He should have bought that truck. That thing needed to be out working. What a badass truck that thing was. Larry, I have 8 trucks, but I only want 3. So 5 need to go. I need somebody to buy Whitney and Dolores. Those trucks need to go. And then I need to get my ass in gear and get the windshield frame fixed on Crystal and put new glass in and new rubbers. And get the heat and AC working. And then that truck needs to go. And Trisha needs a strip and repaint, and then that truck needs to go. Need to get the exhaust back on it. I need exhaust for Marla. All right? Which one of you guys is buying the pipes for Marla? Let's work this out right now. There's 61 people in here. So if everybody that's in here sent me $10,000, I could retire. No, if everybody in here sent me $15, is that right? That's not right. Let me just do some math. I can't do public math, just in case you wondered. So, people are leaving quick because they know. Let's say 57 times. Okay, so if everybody in here sent me $177, I could buy the baddest ass 8-inch short 30s ever to put on Marla. So it's just $177, all 57 of you, to my Cash App, and we will buy the baddest ass set of short 30 8-inch diameters that we can get. What's up, Patrick? Let's see, Larry. I want to keep Betty, Marla, and it's tough. It's a tough decision. It's a tough decision on the third truck. Franny, probably. I would like to probably keep Franny. But it's tough. It's tough to decide because Rhonda is such a unique vehicle. So I don't know. I just don't know. Tim, you missed a bunch of stuff. So I want you to turn your volume up. Turn your volume up. Turn up your volume. And everybody shh for 1 second. Okay. Just in case you missed something. Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate you. Yeah, Larry, Rhonda is very unique. It may be the coolest cab over on the planet. Man, it could very well be. No, Billy, you need Franny. You need a project truck. You need that truck. Yeah, you need to do it. You need to take the cabin sleeper off, take the engine and transmission out. You need to glass that frame. And then you need to put either a MXS or a 12.7 Detroit, like a BK, or oh man, a KTA in that thing. Whew. Well, you know what's nice, Billy? You can just pop up one of those carports. They're cheap. You need one that's like 20 feet long, 30 feet long. Might as well go 40 feet long. And it'll keep you out of the sun, rain, and snow. And you just get after it. Put it right in the front yard. Yeah, that Rhonda is pretty damn cool. For what is your favorite night city to fly into? You know, I don't really have any favorites anymore as far as places that I like to fly to. Um, I enjoyed flying a lot more when I wasn't a captain. I don't enjoy it as much now. A lot of pressures, a lot of responsibilities. It's just not as fun. Uh, Man, let me just think for a second. Um, hmm. I don't know. If I don't know if I don't know that I could pick a favorite. Uh, I guess it all depends on the weather. If the weather's shitty, they all suck. If the weather's nice and it's clear, they're all pretty cool. I don't believe there's nothing wrong with building a 100-foot long one. My chair's leaning back without me. Kevin, I'm sorry I missed your question there when we're moving to the ranch. So I'm at the ranch right now. We're close to having everything we need here. I still need to do something with the laundry room and do a washer and dryer. But we just bought the stove. That was kind of the last required appliance. Sorry. I was I was not wanting to buy a new refrigerator. And then we were shopping for used refrigerators. And I was like, you know what, if I spend 500, 600, $700 on a refrigerator and it breaks next year and I got to do another one, I might as well just bite the bullet and get a new one. And so we bought like I don't remember, $2,300 or something refrigerator, which is not a high-end refrigerator at all. But we spent the money and bought one. And then I was looking for a used stove in the $400, $500, $600 range, and I did the same thing. And finally, I just pulled the trigger on one from Home Depot and bought a new double oven modern thing. It's pretty nice, actually. I just cooked on it for the first time today. So we are actually pretty close. I might consider getting a kitchen table, because I don't want to move the one from my other house. I don't like it. And I did get it. Yep. So I was just going to say I did get it on a Black Friday deal, but that's Jessica. So I could do a kitchen table and a TV. Right now we use a projector on the wall, which is all we really need. But we might do a TV and a kitchen table and a washer dryer, and then we can move here. For sure, Billy. Tim, I would like to keep Crystal, but I don't have the money to finish it. And I can't afford to put plates and insurance on all of them. Holy shit. Can you just think about plates and insurance on 8 trucks? Like, I'm getting ripped off on insurance anyways. I'm 55, no tickets or accidents ever, like in 25 years. Is that true? No, I got a ticket. I got a speeding ticket in the Mercedes on the way back from a concert. What concert? City in Color concert. I did get a ticket then, but that was years ago. 8 years now. 12. Shit, how long ago was that, Liz? Anyways, so I did have one ticket, but it's not anything that should be affecting me. And insurance is just unbelievably expensive. What's up, Jester? Kevin, when am I going to show what on YouTube? The ranch? We actually have a ranch channel. It's at the Pretty Ranch. The @ sign, the Pretty Ranch. Let me see if I can type that at the Pretty Ranch. So it's youtube.com/at the Pretty Ranch. Check it out. What's up, Jeremy? How's it going, brother? Yeah, way longer, right, Liz? So yeah. Yep, probably was 2010. Let me think about that. No, it wasn't 2010 or 2011 because the Mercedes was a 2012 launch edition, right? So it had to be 2013.
When you had a ticket
Yeah.
in the Mercedes, that was before me.
Yeah, but it had to have been the Mercedes was a 2012.
It was right before me.
Yeah. That summer.
So it could
have been 2013.
No. It would have been 2012.
Oh, because this is 13 years we've been married. Wow.
We got married in 2012.
Yeah, crazy. We did get pulled over twice that trip.
In Michigan?
No, in Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, Mike, it's crazy, isn't it? Appliances are just ridiculous. They're like insurance, ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Jester, that's true.
I left the room because they were sleeping and now they're building the hallway.
Nice. Have I been to Baltimore? To the airport in Baltimore? Or you mean to visit the city? Yeah, all of mine are electric as well.
You want some?
No. I'm stuffed. You fed me too much chicken.
Chicken.
I'm gonna turn into a chicken. Ba-caw, ba-caw. Oh,
That protein.
yeah, big time.
Feeding your muscles.
I don't know how many times I'm gonna do this. I know I'm being quiet. I've run out of stuff to say. You've reached the end of the conversation somehow.
How long has it been?
Hour. The weather right now is about, I'm gonna say 40 degrees and dark, and like damp cold. 40 exactly. Look at that. 40 degrees. And still, let's see. Air quality's good. Feels like 39. Low UV index. Of course, dark. 0 inches of precip today. 86% humidity. The dew point is 36. 12 miles, perfectly clear view. The Wanning gibbous is illumination is 94%.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never heard that word before in my life. Kansas, nice. What's up, Harold? How's it going? Nope, I haven't rode through there, Kevin. Yeah, Larry, I do. I like listening to it. I probably played that clip 100 times. What part of Missouri, Billy? All right, Dan. Good to see you. Yeah, it's going to be kind of cold tomorrow, I think. I was just looking at it and I've already forgotten. Nope, tomorrow's actually going to be a little bit nicer. 51 tomorrow instead of 46. Hey, according to YouTube, I'm live right now.
How was everybody's Thanksgiving? What are you doing for Christmas? You know.
Mm-hmm. 28 degrees. That's chilly. No show, Missouri. Hey, what's up, Roger? How's it going? Three Angels Diesel in the house. You know what that means? What's going on with the guy that bought Fiona? He's working on building a custom dash for it right now. He still hasn't done the stretch, and he's hasn't rebuilt the engine yet, but he is working on it. Let me see. So we got a new person in the channel. So we're gonna play the tunes. We're gonna play this. Everybody, be quiet. Oops, don't know what happened. Okay. Shh. Listen up, Roger. All right. That's all. Somebody actually heard you. Thanksgiving was good, Jessica. Hope you and James was good too. Nice, Harold. You got good ears.
You said you ran out of things to talk about, so.
Jester, that is an engine starting. I mean, that's all we're gonna say about that because that's top secret stuff. I can't say what. It's just an engine. That's right. You have to use your imagination. What could that possibly be? Yeah. Same, brother. Same. You know, I don't understand how an engine can run so clean. Like every other truck I've started in my shop, it's fogged the shop out. But for some reason, this particular engine that you just heard, this mystery engine, is so clean it doesn't even burn your eyes, and I have no idea how that is a thing. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know.
You don't even know.
I don't even know. And that shit is not a factory tune. Like I'm just going to tell you right now, it's got a 800-ish tune in it. Yeah, like I don't even know how to tell you. The whole shop is closed, and start that thing and run it for like 45 seconds a couple of times, and the shop is still clean. You can't even barely smell it. We did, Larry. It was good. I can't tell you, Jester. I just can't tell you. It would ruin the surprise. Hmm. Supplies. Let's do this. I'm going to do something I shouldn't do.
Okay. Oh.
Like literally no exhaust. Like literally no smoke at all. Nothing. See anything? See anything? Nothing. It is crazy. Like I mean that's modern technology, right? Most of the trucks I start in the shop are mechanical stuff and they smoke like a freight train. Um yeah. Don't tell anybody, Nelson. Don't tell anybody. No, so I can't tell you. I can't even tell you why. Yeah, I just can't share any more details about that particular thing, but it's just crazy, right? Heck yeah. Dude, Billy, I'm serious. Like every engine I've ever started in there, 10 seconds and you're choking. When we first started Betty's engine, it looked like the building was on fire. Smoke was rolling out from under the doors. Like it looked like the building was on fire. And that thing had that little poof of smoke when it first started, and most of that was oil from the assembly. Like literally all of that smoke that first happened was because of all the oil on the pistons. Like literally no exhaust smoke at all. I don't even understand. And that thing is turned up. So I don't know. No, I honestly, Jonathan, I think it's just that it's tuned that well. Um, I think it's just that efficient and tuned that well. I mean, that thing's going to sit when you touch the fun pedal. And if the fun pedal worked, I would have revved it right there. But the fun pedal does nothing. So we have some sort of something happening. That's right, Roger. Yeah. And when Betty finally started today, that thing was smoking like a freight train. '18 speed, Jonathan. RTLO 22918B. Brand new rebuilt, 0 miles. That's right. So, yeah, we can't talk about that either. Yeah, maybe so, Raj. I mean, I think uh, most modern engines don't smoke much, unless it's a Cummins, and then obviously that thing smokes like a freight train. Adjuster, the transmission that was in that truck was an RTO 16 no 14613 RTO 14613 was the original transmission in there. It has a 15 speed right now, but that was a mistake putting that 15 in there. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the 15. I'm pretty sure everybody had an idea what we were doing with that sound bite. I think most people are just being nice by not saying anything. But I like to share stuff with the live because not a lot of people watch live. We usually get maybe 1,500 views in a live, and so it's really not spoiling much. Most of the people around the lives are watching all the videos anyways. Yeah, 13 speed. RTO 14613, 13 speed. What's up, Randall? How's it going? Yeah, no doubt, Chad. That old leaking hunk of shit. Like, listen, I know I've said this a lot lately. I love two-stroke Detroits. I mean, my first Brigadier had one. That's why I can't hear today. Um, it was a gutless turd. 318 with a 13 speed and open pipes, and it was fun as a, how old was I back then? As an 18-year-old, driving in the summer with the windows down and deaf as hell in this year. But they are just garbage. Like, and I don't mean to offend any of the two-stroke guys, but there ain't no replacement for displacement and modern technology. Like, the 8V92 made about 12 foot-pounds of torque. That thing is just gutless. And it was no fun to drive. The only thing I could say about Marla is, at least with the big cab and the quiet exhaust, you could have a conversation in it, but it was just not fun to drive. And that transmission sucked. Hopefully it's more fun to drive now. It's definitely getting straights on it, and it's probably going to be 8-inch short 30s, and they'll be right at 13 feet. Yeah, Roger, they're just not, I mean, they're a great nostalgia motor. You know, if you're gonna go out and fog it with ether to get it started in the winter, and then listen to it brop, 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 while it's trying to get life, and then rev it up on some straight pipes and hit the jakes once and then park it, it's great. But you ain't enjoying a road trip in one. You're not doing it. You know, they're a nostalgia motor. That's it. Just like the 3408. Ain't nobody like a 3408. They never liked them when they were new, and they don't like them now. It's a good nostalgia motor. The KTA is the same way. Most of the big cam Cummins stuff, like, it just, yeah. That's right, Chad. Live chickens. They were deaf chickens by the time they got delivered, though, Larry, for sure. Now, look, I have on this property, I have a 70 something high door handle, small grill K100 with a 350 Detroit in it. And that truck at some point in time will probably get, that was the will it start today. Damn it. I couldn't remember what I looked at today that I was like, oh, we're doing a startup on that. So I've got this 70s something K100. It's probably K125 even, but it's 350 Detroit. It's missing the transmission. And we're going to do it. We're going to do will it start on it. Don't know when, but it'll be soon. You know, the first truck that I learned to drive was a twin stick, and it was a gas motor in a Louisville. And and talk about not being able to drive a twin stick truck. Put yourself in one with a gas motor. Unbelievable that they even had that in there. But I did get it figured out. Time's creeping up on me. We also have a dump truck here that has a 471 in it. That'll be a will it start as well. I know, Adjuster. Look, I haven't been sleeping good. This last rotation at work was really hard on me, and I have not recovered. I am still fatigued, and for some reason, I can't sleep. When I have a really busy rotation, I do so many 2, 3, and 4 hour naps, because that's about all the time you get to sleep in the airplane, on these long legs. And then once you get in the hotel, usually we get there like in the middle of the night, and then we get free breakfast. So you try and catch a nap and then go down to breakfast, and then you come back and catch a nap before you fly again. So I had so many catch a naps that now when I go to sleep, I can only sleep 4 or 5 hours, and then I'm awake, and then my body's like, oh, let's go flying, and I can't go back to sleep. So I'm like, I'm super fatigued this month. I should be back on schedule by the time I go back out, though. Larry, the twin stick that's another one of those nostalgia things. Nobody liked them when they were out there. Nobody prefers to have one. If somebody sticks one in a modern truck, it makes me roll my eyes in disgust because there's nothing cool about it. There's no need for it. Uh, and anymore, there's really no need for anything more than a 9-speed. Like, I just don't think that there's any need for an 18. The 13's cool, but there's really not even any need for that. A 9-speed is more than adequate. I know I won't be popular for that, but yeah, Roger, we have because we're ultra long haul, we have bunks in there, and we have 2 crews and we alternate. Uh, we're only allowed, we have rest rules like truckers. We're only allowed 8 hours behind the wheel. And so when you have a 15 and a half hour leg, you got to split it up. Nice, Chester. Cracker boxes are kind of cool, but I don't dig them. Like, when I look at them, I think, oh man, that's a pretty cool truck. It's a lot like what is it? The Transtar? Is that what it is? I think it is. Those are pretty cool as well, but still nothing that I really want. All right, Tim, we'll talk to you later, brother. Hopefully I didn't already miss you.
Tell them to recommend a movie for us to watch tonight. That'll keep you awake until 10 p.m.
I'm waiting for them to hear that and say a comment.
A good movie.
Auto cars are pretty cool. I wouldn't want to try and run one. Dang, sorry, but they are cool. I mean, yeah, Larry, I get it, and look, it's a good nostalgia transmission. If you got a truck like Twin Sticks, 359. I mean, I wouldn't want to drive it, but I mean, if you're just taking it to the show, it's okay to have 2 sticks. But you ain't out pulling me. You ain't getting in a truck with 2 sticks and out driving me. You're just not doing it. If I got a 13 speeder, even if I have a 9-speed, you're just not out driving me. Yeah, they look like they ride rough, Jonathan. Jeremy Browning said Home Alone 1. Negative. We're not watching that show. The Beekeeper. That was a pretty good movie. See, people did hear you, Mama. Yeah, Billy, that's, and it wasn't cool back then. It was necessity. What did they have? What was the biggest box they had back then? An 8-speed or a 7-speed or something? And were most of them 6s. So like you had a 6 and a 4, which if you're creative, you could make what out of that? You could make, I don't even know, 15 speeds. But a lot of them are so close ratio that it didn't even make sense. But anyways. Yeah, for sure, Roger. That's what I'm saying. What's up, Rod? How's it going? Yeah, 9-speed's a good trans. I mean, It's an all around good transmission. You know, if you're a little underpowered and you're pulling some weight, a 13 speed is cool. A 13 speed is cool no matter what, I think, but you don't need it. Most of the time, I'm going to say in the Brigadier, I needed a 13 speed because the thing just made no torque. So you needed to be able to split those gears. Um, Low range was pretty easy because, you know, you're in low range. But then when you get in high range, if you had a 9 speed, you'd just never be able to get it in the ninth. Yeah, 10 speed's good. 9 speed and 10 speed, I don't really even know the difference. But yeah. I have a Super 10 in Franny. It's actually kind of a fun transmission. And I had never even seen a Super 10. And I actually thought something was wrong with the transmission because it shifts from high to low range when you move this stick back and forth in the neutral gate. And I actually hit up my transmission guy and I'm like, man, something is wrong with my truck. When I'm moving the shifter back and forth in neutral, it's shifting high to low range. And he laughed and he's like, that's a Super 10, dude. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, read a book. So I did. And it is kind of a fun transmission. And if you guys remember Tim's International, that white stretched out cab over he should have kept, that had a Super 10 in it. What's up, Mark? How's it going? The Super 10, I think, is a fun transmission. It's just not very strong. Um, from what I read, it doesn't like big torque. And I was surprised that Franny had a Super 10 because you know the 425. Oh no, that doesn't have a 425. That has the JWAC, so that's a 400. You know, Mark, it's an acquired taste. Um, I think it's a cool truck or a cool transmission, but it is something that you have to like. It's a lot of moving the button around. Oh, my stomach is all grumbling down there. What's up? Let's see. I know, Larry. I'm so tired, dude. I'm whooped. Didn't he have a yellow one with a Super 10? Was that for me? I don't know. All right, Chad, take it easy, brother. Chad Keegan leaving the house. Ooh, I don't know. You know, I I've never hauled with an automatic, but you know, sometimes having an automatic would be nice. You know, like when you're in bumper to bumper traffic and your leg is on fire from holding that clutch pedal. It'd be nice to have an automatic right about then. Georgia won the ball game, huh? I don't even watch bowling. He may have had a yellow truck with a Super 10, but his white blue and white stretched out cab over International was pretty badass. It had 11.1 that made like 500, 550. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it quits right here. It's been an hour and a half. I'm super tired and I'm running out of steam. So I appreciate you guys being in here. Be sure to check out the next 4 or 5 videos of the Marla progress. We got a lot of stuff going on in there. Night, Elizabeth. And yeah. We'll see you guys again, probably middle of the week or something. You guys have a good weekend. And we'll see you.